Hey everybody, this is Joe. I'm here in Houston in Zone 9B, and I have got a cottage style butterfly garden, and I made a video just a few days ago, but I wanted to show you what is looking so pretty. I'm having the best time, and we have the most beautiful weather here in Houston, and it would be a crime to not be outside in it. I did a lot of sowing of seeds kind of late in the game. This is sort of second half of March. I still have lots and lots of my little milkweed, aquatic milkweed seedlings, but I've also got 3 different kinds of basil and a bunch of Gulf Coast penstemon that I'm hoping to grow. And I've got some, let's see, spicy globe basil, lots of gomphrena, and then I have a couple of pots that just say mystery. I put some seeds in my Amazon wish list. My husband bought them, and the package came, and it just said garden seeds. I'm not making that up. And so, and I can't tell what he bought. And so we're just gonna see what those are. Look at these incredible coneflowers. I think this is just the native pink coneflower, purple coneflower. This one I think is white swan. See how beautiful that is? And they're just really ready to go. And then this one I think is pretty parasols, although it's turning out kind of pink. I feel like maybe this kind of hybridized itself here in the yard. And then look at the sweet little evening primrose, which I'm pulling out like a weed, but oh, it's so sweet and pretty. And then Minoan lace, such a sweet little plant, and it just has reseeded for a second year now. And my Duranta is coming back really nicely in here. And I've got some Salvia coccinea that has come back very nicely. And this is a Salvia amonti, which is really getting big and bushy, and I ought to come through before it sets any buds and pinch this back so that I'll have twice as many flowers. So that'll end up giving me double flowers. And my awesome carrots over there, and some carrots over here. And look at this Verbena bonariensis that came up. It really didn't die back during the winter. And then Excellence von Schubert is just going into bud. It's way behind the other roses. So it sort of makes my rose season last longer. And all my crinum lilies are looking nice. And then, oh, this is so pretty. This is lyre leaf sage. Look how pretty that is. It's the palest blue. I just love it. And that's a native Texas plant, as is this. I'm sure that's native to half of America, if not all of America. This is Caldwell Pink, and it has not even put buds on yet, and so that will be sort of my 3rd round of flowers. Lots of huge Verbena bonariensis there, and let me peek back here. Actually, my grasses are coming up, and this all weeds, y'all. That's the reality of my garden. Is it's so weedy, and I just let it go. This is black and blue salvia, and I'll probably need to go through pretty quickly and pinch the tops of that, get some extra flowers. And then this, look how sweet. I've got the fennel already blooming. And this is, y'all, this is a gomphrena that lasted through last year. It volunteered up in the gravel, and it did not die. I did not protect it this winter, and it came back. It's really hardy. Some blue bonnets. I think these are the ones that don't have spider mites or flea beetles, or both possibilities. And then this is a 3rd kind of coneflower that's getting ready to come up. This is powwow wildberry. And these wonderful, wonderful irises that are growing in the pond. Isn't that wonderful? And then the roses are what's really gone crazy. Nearly Wild is finally getting its act together. It's been kind of late in leafing out. And then Super Scruffy, I'm thinking of pulling them out. These bluebonnets look so terrible. The plants do. And then look at that. I'm just going to start pulling stuff out and try to make this a little nicer. Last year it was covered in beautiful blue flowers, and this year it's not so great. Oh, there's our girl. There's Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, pumpkin. And then here's Mrs. B. Arcant. It was the first rose I showed you at the beginning of the video is Mrs. B. Arcant also. And this one is so pretty. And it really looks great from my neighbor's driveway. I don't know why he got all the flowers this year. And the lance leaf coreopsis, so pretty. And that giant spider, what's that called? It's a crinum, but I think it's a spider lily. And it's really gone to town out there already. And then this is, goodness, what is this? This is Sweet Hermione, maybe? And it's getting ready to bloom. I have lots of little things coming up in here. These wonderful, hello. These wonderful old blush, but this is what's just incredible. So Souvenir de Saint Anne is just starting to bloom. Look how pretty. And it's a single flowered pale pink. 290 pink buttons. This is a headline right here. This is the star of the show, Souvenir de la Malmaison. And it's so rare to get a whole flush of it with no thrips causing problems. The next rose over has thrips. I know it. Oh yes, hello. But this thing is just, they're just so heavy, they're hanging down. Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. This is Clotilde Super, which is, it does have thrips, but they're opening kind of all right. Some of them, look how sweet. But you can see they're struggling with the buds. Hi, you're very demanding. You're very demanding. And then another beautiful one, and you can tell I kind of have the same taste. I always sort of pick out the same kind. This is Rockwell Sesquicentennial, and this is the best this has ever looked, y'all. Look how sweet that is. I love it, and it stays about that tall. It really is a very small bush. And then over here, that is Salvia Amistad, which has already got a little bit of a bud on it, so I probably won't trim that back. Everything's greened up. Hi. And then, my goodness, the geraniums are awesome still. Oh, and my little Gulf Coast penstemon is getting ready to bloom, and I've just bought some more. I was in the at the garden center, and also I do find it will seed into the gravel, and so I've dug some things up out of the gravel and just moved them, and that's generally been pretty good. And I've got this to keep the squirrels off, so I just did that yesterday. And then I'm happy to report that this oak leaf hydrangea, which you can see I chopped it back. It was an experiment to see, but look, it's got tons and tons of new growth all over it. And so I'm feeling like I did okay by chopping it really hard. And then I limbed up the this wax myrtle, because I really like that look where I can see the multi-stemmed, and I'll clean this out a little bit. It won't be so terrible to look at. And then unfortunately, I got this really cool thing, and it's Houston, and so I found this yesterday, this wood rot, and it's sort of rotten all the way down. And so, but the pipe vine is coming back. It comes back from existing vines. It doesn't start from the ground. And so I don't quite know how to repair this without messing the vine up. So, you know, I have secret plans of like taking one piece at a time and seeing if I can fix it like that. But who knows if that would work. Probably not. Hi, I see you. She's very demanding today. Is this the Mrs. Doubtfire show? Here's the other pipe vine I'll show you over here. But oh, look how pretty, the little pansies. This is the other pipe vine that looks so good, y'all. Doesn't that look wonderful? That's the best it's ever looked. I'm really thrilled with that. Weeds. And then I did a little short on trimming back this kalanchoe and seeing if I could get another beautiful, fresh flush of flowers off of it, and it absolutely worked. They all kind of came out of the side instead of the top where I trimmed things off, but I cut all the old off, even though it was blooming, and fertilized it, and it really turned out beautifully. Well, I thought I'd just give you a quick look. It's mostly still roses and geraniums and kitty cats, but I couldn't resist. Oh my gosh, we're gonna walk past it again on my way to say goodbye. Look at these, y'all. Incredible. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.